running to the 6th of 9th of January to the 6th of February. And it's very important that we have insisted about urban disorder. You know, Cameroon is a big country, and President Paul Biya wants the CAN to be a historic event. So we have to we have to supervise all the activities linked to the CAN. We have talked about public disorder, we have talked about the motorbike sectors, and we have talked of Cameroonians being ambassadors. Ambassadors meaning that we have to give the best image possible for our country during the CAN. We have other security challenges in the regions, northwest, southwest, far north, east region. But I think that globally the security situation is under control. We have told politicians that Cameroonians want a peaceful CAN and that they don't want disturbances. And that during the CAN, politicians should be reasonable.
3 police officers killed along the Santa Matism Road in the northwest region of Cameroon 3 weeks back have received military honors this Friday in Yaoundé as they begin journey home. The fallen agents of law and order have been described as committed and patriotic, giving their lives for the nation. Hisencha has the rest of that story.
They were serving fatherland until November 13, when life was blown out of them by gunmen at Santa Matism, Mezam division of the Northwest region. Second-grade police inspector Fu Numfo Roger, 30 years old, first-grade police inspector Ahanda Jean-Pierre, 32, and police constable Fomen Mibenge Nick, 25 years old, all begin final journey to eternity. The state, through the voice of the Central Regional Delegate for National Security, Nga DJ, pays last tribute to the fallen police agents at the explanade of the National Police School in Yaoundé. A thick-heart moment for their parents, family members and friends. The vacuum is large. Our hearts are saddened. We had never thought of this. It is a big burden. We are in total sadness. Too many orphans and widows. We cry out that this should stop. Families are crying every day. It is painful to lose young men like this. We cannot keep burying young, vibrant Cameroonians. The 3 committed forces of law and order shall be laid to rest in their respective villages of Konpenya, Ngomzap, and Obala, littoral and central regions, this Saturday, December 11, 2021.
The members of the National Assembly have strongly condemned the barbaric killings of school children in the Kondo Titi and the rest of the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon, as well as the latest killings in the far north region of Cameroon. The November session of Parliament ended this December 10 with new bills and the 2022 finance law adopted. Get the details of the activities this day at the National Assembly with Hisencha.
End of 30 days of deliberations at the lower house of Parliament with the adoption of the 2022 finance law, which stands at 5,752.4 billion CFA francs, an increase of 5% compared to 2021. Despite lamentations in one of the plenary sessions by the House Speaker, Kavaye Yege Jibril, that members of the different commission did not fully examine tabled bills, with a proof of a balance in income and expenditure. In his closing speech, this December 10, the House Speaker condemned the brutal killings of the Kondo Titi school children and the intertribal conflicts in the far north regions. The call for Cameroonians to give peace a chance, especially the long-troubled northwest and southwest regions.
We are asking them to give peace a chance. To give peace a chance. We want peace in Cameroon. We really need it. We want peace in Cameroon. And for my brothers and sisters in the northwest and southwest, the reconstruction of the northwest and southwest must be our preoccupation. This is taxpayers' money. One of the grievances of our people is that we don't use what taxpayers' money adequately. Allow the government to construct roads, allow the government to construct buildings, allow the government to construct hospitals. Let the government use the taxpayers' money rightly.
The members of parliament equally challenged Cameroonians at large to give a special attention to the upcoming Total Energies African Cup of Nations to sell the image of the country considered to be Africa in miniature. And for reasons best known to them, the people's representatives plead with reference that the much-talked Olembe Sports Complex be christened the Paul Biya Stadium.
Some young girls in Bamenda in the northwest region of Cameroon have been sensitized on the various forms through which their rights can be violated. It has been within the internationally recognized 16 days campaign against gender-based violence. Gladys Ambodibang has the rest of that story.
Activities to mark the annual 16 days activism against gender-based violence have been wrapping up across various civil society organizations this December 10.
As I'm leaving this place, I will know my rights, and I will put it in practice.
Dressed in orange color, some young girls in Bamenda have been educated on their rights in a bid to deliver them out of the beck and call of gullible men and society as a whole.
For example, you're walking on your way and a boy says, "Hey, come," and then you come, he holds you and forcefully has sex with you. That is called rape. Have people understood? Yes. And when such a situation happens, what are you supposed to do? The first thing you're supposed to do is to report to your mother. Next, they are supposed to take you to the hospital before 72 hours.
Over 50 young girls have met in Bamenda in a girls' conference under the auspices of the Community Agriculture and Environmental Protection Association, which told them to hold strong to their academic studies and obtain required certificates before giving into marriage proposals, among other side attractions.
If you know your rights, it is difficult for somebody, for example, to stop you from going to school or stop you from learning a trade. Because when you go to school, you come out, you become something. You look for employment or you create employment. You get money from there, not so.
The Girls' Pride campaign, it has really enlightened me in particular about the rights of a girl. So with the knowledge that we've attained today, I know that my body is my property and I'm a sole proprietor of my body. I own the body and what to do with it, it's all by me. So the knowledge we've learned today, we're going to extend it to our mothers in the quarters, our sisters, our junior ones, and the world at large.
The current socio-political crisis in the northwest region has placed many young girls at the doorsteps of predators who use them for various near to slavery purposes.
Farmers and livestock breeders in the southwest region of Cameroon have resolved to boost production, which has witnessed a drastic drop since the start of the socio-political or since the start of the crisis in the northwest and southwest regions of Cameroon. They took their commitment in Wabane as a means to showcase their produce and to seek long-lasting solutions to the problems faced by the agro-pastoral sector. More in the following story with Ines Onbambala.
This is Wabane's subdivision of Libialem division of the Southwest region. Due to the ongoing socio-political crisis rocking the English-speaking regions of the country, farmers and livestock breeders in this part of Cameroon abandoned their farmlands. But today, with the efforts put in place by the government to secure this area, and with the support of the Wabane Council in boosting the agriculture and livestock sectors, farmers and livestock breeders have taken the bulls by their horns in increasing production. This thanks to the fertile soil of Wabane subdivision. This agro-pastoral show, organized by the Wabane Council, has mobilized actors of the rural world who are showcasing the fruits of their labor.
We, the farmers of Irish potatoes, we lack improved seeds. Farm to market roads is a nightmare. You need to see our roads from here to Marita, the main area where this Irish potato is being cultivated.
Have shown fear and embraced peace. So we are encouraging them, since Wabane has a very fertile soil, and a favorable climate for the cultivation of varieties of crops, as we have seen in the agriculture. So we want to encourage farmers to produce more so that their per capita incomes will increase and their livelihoods will be improved.
Mayor of Wabane Council, Israel Nemboke too, on the occasion, encouraged farmers who, despite challenges such as poor farm-to-market roads plus lack of adequate agricultural equipment, have been able to double production.
The farm Wabane so we here today forgive small thing for farmers and we they don't try for this year. And today when I say next year, we will bring and so times 2.
An initiative supported by Minister Paul Tasson and elite of the BLM division.
As the inter-tribal conflicts in the Logonan Share division in the far north region of Cameroon degenerate, the Muslims and Arab Shia community in Douala have expressed this as authorities in the area for failing in their duty to stop the conflict. They are disturbed by the recent killings and burnings. Gladys Ambodiban completes that story.
Lying on mats at the central mosque in the Senga neighborhood are members of the Muslim community in Douala. At the center of discussions, the recent events in the Logona Shari division of the far north region of Cameroon. They are saddened by the updates.
The matter has already occurred since 1992. At that time we were small boys. I am from Mayodanai, but it is the same blue that I am very angry. I am not happy.
It is a similar reaction by members of the Arab Shua community in Douala.
Those communities are living together for more than 10 decades. So hearing again that they went into conflict and then later on people died is very, very painful. Both communities have blamed government for delaying and intervening in the conflict. It would have prevented from escalating.
And what is making me very angry is that some administrative authorities are not treating the matter in the sense of equity. Let the government and the authorities there stand up and then try to stop it.
In spite of the conflicts, both ethnic groups living in Douala have committed to sensitize their members on the importance of living together.
We are peaceful people, but when you provoke a peace man, you have to support consequences of his reaction.
Now to get in touch with Muslim community so that they will sit down and try to come out with measures and strategies that what is happening there will not affect them here.
The inter-tribal conflicts in the Logona Shari and Mayo Danai divisions for the past couple of days has led to several deaths, burning of houses and markets, forcing the indigents to seek refuge in neighboring Chad.
The Bibimbi community in Kribi in the south region of Cameroon have expressed anger over what they have described as a failed promises which has delayed the construction of a road. They want government to address the problem which they say has retarded economic development in the area. As we hear the following story with Saleh Sharifa.
The community of Bipindi in the south region of Cameroon, under the weight of isolation, is a shadow of itself. Government promises have remained dead letters. Faced with this reality, the inhabitants can no longer hide their anger and frustration. Imagine leaving Kribi town for Grand Zambi takes 40 minutes, a distance of 53 kilometers, because it is a section which has already been worked on. While from Grand Zambi to Bipindi equally takes the same 40 minutes, whereas it's a distance of 12 kilometers. There, from Grand Zambi to Bipindi Center, you need skills to paddle in the mud over a distance of 12 kilometers. Neglected, they say, in view of sections developed elsewhere Not long ago, the Minister of Public Works, Emmanuel Ngannou-Njumesi, had been immobile in this area due to the state of the road. When the vehicle of his delegation was trapped in the mud, I was present, and we thought that leaving from there, the next day, the minister will start works. Benefits of natural resources in Bipindi is highly questioned. Though the deplorable state of the roads here, the sound of boots are often heard.
English language and Canal International. Thanks so much for watching. We have news in the French language at exactly this never at Senkang. Lenkanga. But coming up next is the brief. I'll be back on Monday, same time. Good night.